Bear with me here, this is going to be a long video. By now you've probably seen this Zionist individual come across your feed trying to agitate UCLA student protesters. Some people in the protest who were informed of this agitator knew of what she's posted and chose not to speak to her. These UCLA students and faculty were fighting for peacefully for human rights for the many victims and innocent lives that are lost in Gaza and Palestine. Protesting against Zionism and against UCLA's investment in military and other Israeli things. You had Christian nationalists, other pro-Israel and Zionist non-affiliates who don't even go to the school, attack protesters and throw things at them like fireworks and even their barricades. We're seeing the NYPD use martial law to attack students at Columbia University. It does not have to take the NYPD to go and use their training by the IDF to attack students and attack faculty as well. So this is the motivation behind cop cities in the US, where they send officers to Israel to be trained by the IDF on Palestinian land. America is moving into fascism and McCarthyism. These students have a right to free speech. They have a right to explain the truth about what's going on in the Middle East, because these universities that they attend are still in bed with all the pro-Israel Zionists and pro-military donors. All the guest speakers and quote-unquote successful businessmen that they invite on campus to speak at graduations or other engagements are just PR stunts for the bad stuff they do. And now America, a so-called democracy, wants to police the words we use and to rewrite the definition of anti-Semitism. Where was the police during Charlottesville? Where was the police during the Kent State massacre? Where was the police during January 6th? But they brought the police out with the National Guard in full force when it came to the George Floyd and Black Lives Matter protests, and now we're seeing it with the anti-war and pro-Palestine protests. Crazy. America is protecting white supremacy and racism and Zionism. They just can't get enough of the money that they're getting from AIPAC. I think if you want to criticize the refs of professional sports, I think you should do so without getting fined at all, because players and coaches in pretty much every professional sports league are getting fined here in North America. You say something bad about how the refs have been helping the Chiefs or fixing games for the Chiefs. It's true, they have been. Why has the officiating in the NBA gotten worse? It has, but yet coaches and players are actually getting fined $25, $50, maybe $75,000. The NBA doesn't fine or fire or replace refs that are bad. No accountability. These professional leagues, though, don't criticize the refs or don't swap them out for new ones. Oh yeah, and how the hell is Angel Hernandez still employed by Major League Baseball when he tried to sue them back then? He's probably one of the worst umps out there. You criticize him, he'll throw you out of the game, player or manager. What is it with policing criticism of the truth? What is it with policing criticism of human rights issues and a criticism of our capitalist society? Criticism of the powerful and the powerless goes both ways, but the powerful, because they have so much money and so much power, they continue to abuse their powers. It sucks.